I couldn't even
Thank you. It was a little loud. I apologize. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for the men and women of our armed services. Thank you. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey have been satisfied by the inclusion of the date, time, and place of this meeting in the notice of regular meetings adopted by this board on January 5th, 2026. Such schedule and notice of meetings is posted at the Municipal Building, the Mount Olive Library, the Board of Education offices, and the 6 schools, was submitted to the Daily Record for publication on January 6th, 2026, and was filed with the Clerk of Mount Olive Township on January 6th, 2026. I direct that this announcement be entered into the minutes of this meeting. Roll call, Ms. Schoening.
Mrs. Aquino?
Here.
Ms. Brett?
Here.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Mrs. Melendez? Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Mr. Petrie?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera?
Here.
Dr. Giordano?
Here. Ms. Aquino, approval of the minutes?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve minutes and action items 2.1 through 2.4.
Second.
Questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, roll call, Ms. Schoening.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Ms. Brett?
Yes.
Mrs. Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
Mr. Petrie?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes. Communications, petitions from the superintendent?
None.
The board did receive a communication from a parent advocating for a middle school science teacher to maintain the role within the greenhouse. Dr. Banjo did reply to that, and and I just want to make the board aware of that, and so we're all good to go on that. Reports and discussions. Dr. Banjo, the floor. We go with the student liaison report first, or do you want to get to?
We can have
We
the
can do that
yes.
first. That's what I
Yes.
thought. So let's go with that.
Hi everyone, my name is Ital Kamalaner, for those of you that don't know me, and I was the Board of Education liaison for this year. So for past events, we had the freshman class officers go to the middle school on April 28th to speak on a panel and answer any questions that the rising freshmen had. And it was really successful. The rising freshmen really appreciated it, and we're really excited to have it again next year. We had a career fair on April 29th, at 9 a.m. in the Dome, and a lot of students took advantage of the resources available. We had the NJSLA Math on May 19th. The Algebra 1 and Geometry was tested for the freshmen and sophomores. AP exams, they started on May 4th and they ended May 15th and make us happen the following week. We administered 931 exams this year to 472 students, which is a school record. And we're so proud of all of our students and their hard work this year. The Air Force Junior ROTC Military Ball was on May 9th, which is really nice. And we had the Spring Arts Festival on the 20th. All the art was beautiful, and we love showing off our students' work. Prom was on the 21st. There was a pre-prom meeting the morning of, and we hope all our seniors had an amazing time. We heard it was really successful. We had the Spring Pep Rally on May 29th. We had a lot of student participation, and we're really excited for the pep rallies next year. And I want to give a little shout out to Brendan Ronco. He beat Mr. Stansberry in a little race, so a little round of applause for Brendan Ronco. The student council officers for the 2026-2027 school year were chosen, and so were the class of 2027 officers. And during the last week of May and the first week of June, we had a student-athlete commitment ceremonies. So 11 student athletes are committed D1, 4 committed D2, and 15 are committed D3. So huge congratulations to all of our student athletes. We had the Renaissance Award ceremony on June 2nd. Congratulations to all the students who received the award. The valedictorian and salutatorian county dinner was also on the 2nd. This year's valedictorian is Jillian Moscatello, and the salutatorian is Angela Davis, so congratulations to both of them. Senior awards were on, yes, round of applause for that, please. Senior awards were on June 4th, and we're really proud of our seniors' work throughout their high school years. Marauder Fest was on June 5th. We love seeing our favorite teachers up there, and it was a really fun time. This year, all funds were donated to the charity Make It Work, which helps support Mount Olive families cover the cost of cancer treatments. And coming up, registration for fall sports is open, so for all you student athletes, keep an eye out for that. The newspaper edition is being released this Friday, so make sure you keep an eye out for that as well. We're also hosting a Spirit Week this week. Today was Summer Day, Tuesday is Color Wars, Wednesday is Team Spirit, Thursday is Decades Day, and Friday is Anything But a Backpack Day. So to all the students in the audience, please participate in that. Seniors are continuing their senior week, which is a week full of fun activities for the seniors. Today and tomorrow is Necklace War, so really excited to see who's going to win that. Graduation is on June 17th, and the last day of school is June 18th. So for all of our seniors, we're wishing them the best of luck. And it's not goodbye, it's just to see you later. We know they're all well prepared, and they're going to handle anything that comes their way.
Questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, on behalf of the board, we'd like to extend our gratitude and thankfulness to our student liaison. So Dr. Banerjee and I are handing you some flowers, a little certificate.
I'm just going to say a couple words about Katelka. I had an honor of knowing her since she was in 8th grade. In the 8th grade, she was actually honored at the county level of being one of the most distinguished 8th graders. So it's been such a pleasure to see her grow up for the four past years. And certainly the role as student liaison to the board is an instrumental role, because certainly as the board, the role is to ensure that student voice is heard. And certainly by her sitting up at the podium with the rest of the board members, really to ensure that their voice is being heard. So thank you for your leadership, and we're so excited you're going to be back next year.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
The floor is yours, Dr. Banerjee, for the superintendent's report. I know we have a few.
Just a little bit. No, all these people came to see us. All of these wanted to come to a board meeting. At this time, I'm going to invite our Director of Human Resources, Mr. Kevin Moore, to be recognizing some wonderful accomplishments here in the district, both for student and staff.
Thank you, Dr. Banerjee. Thank you. Good evening and welcome, everyone. We do have several board presentations tonight, so to begin with, I'd like to welcome to the microphone Ms. Pam Malfetto and Kelly Turner for Best Buddies and Marauders Unified.
So I had a wonderful year, Mount Olive Unified. My fellow coaches, Ms. Brosenstein, Ms. Stone, and Mr. Hubert in the back are also coaches. And as you see behind me, I have some of our athletes and partners, and they will actually be the ones presenting tonight. So I'm going to hand it over to Caitlin Rodas.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Rodas. I'm the social media manager of Mount Olive Unified. Okay, so for Unified, we try and focus on 3 things. Unified sports, engaging the whole school in everything that we do, and trying to give them all a leadership role and give everyone a leadership role with what we do. For Unified sports, we really try and include everyone, all of our partners and athletes. Yeah. So for our electives, we have Unified Makers in Space, the Eco Dome, and Unified Music. For sports, we have soccer, bowling, basketball, and Unified Track. For our leadership roles, we have Unified Club, our cabinet, and our Unified Captains. And one of our big goals with this is trying to get the whole school engaged in what we do and really try and spread what we believe in, which is being inclusive with everyone. So one of the many things that we do is we do Spirit Week, and with this we really try and spread the word of inclusion. So every day we have a new theme that all leads back to inclusion so that we can really spread what we believe in. And during lunch we have fun activities for everyone to really get our message across. For words of inclusion, this is another week where we sign an oath to spread inclusion, and we meet during lunch just to really try and get everyone around, and this is a global movement that we all take a part of. So these are all the clubs and activities that we have. We have the club fair, Save Trick or Treat, winter celebration where we have hot cocoa and coloring. We have our Easter egg hunt. We have SONJ Turkey Dash and Splash, our club where we have different leadership roles for everyone, our monthly club meetings, and our Special Olympics walking at Flanders Park. So Unified PE is something that it's basically just gym, but we're all together. It will take place instead of gym and CrossFit. And yeah, it's basically just gym all together. Yeah, it just creates a space where we're all together. So these are different leadership roles that we try and have that everyone could be part of. We have team captains for all of our sports so that everyone can have responsibility and just be able to be captains. I know Vika is one of our captains, Sophia is one of our captains, and it's just a really big responsibility for them, and they really get to have a charge and say with what they do. For Unified Club, we also have cabinet members where they can have a say with what we want to do with our club, what we can improve on, what they want to see more, and what we want to see all together as a club. And leadership summits is when we all get together with different schools, share our ideas, they share theirs, so we can all come together and really try and make Unified better together. These are all our electives that we have. We have Unified Music, Unified Makers, and Unified Ecodome, so that they can really be creative and find out what they might be interested in, and they can take it upon themselves. We can all take it upon ourselves to decide what we want to do. For Unified Sports, we all have a mission, and it is to be inclusive to everyone, and we're all a team. We practice, compete, and all train together as a team, and we really have great relationships with everyone. I mean, they're all my best friends, and we're really just come together. And the impact that we have is, I mean, I have great relationships with everyone, and we really are just a community that I don't know what I would do without. So our sports, in the fall, we have Unified Soccer, we have Unified Bowling in the winter, and we also have Unified Basketball. And then right now we're in track and field. And then we also have our Spirit Squad that's in the winter. So Unified Club is where we meet monthly and just throughout the year, try and make fun activities. We try and see what more we could do for the school. And we just try and come together to really create something fun for everyone. So Silent Disco was an event that we had. I don't know what other schools we went with. Westmore Central. I know we had a lot of fun. Yeah, they just all had discos and we were all dancing, but no one really knew what they were doing or listening to. Our Unified Fundraising, this was supporting SONJ, which is Special Olympics. Yeah, it's to help all the schools. This was our turkey trot, our bake sales, and all of our walks, which we really enjoyed. Unified Game Day was something that we got to do with the elementary school kids. It really helped us have a leadership and say with what we were doing. We were all at different stations with the elementary school kids, and it really let them have a responsibility of what they're doing. And it was just so nice to see everyone all come together. Unified Leadership Summit is basically where we all come together with other schools and we share our ideas with what we're doing with Unified, and they share theirs. So as a program, we could all try and take each other's ideas and really build up and get better every year. This is Sophia. Shout out.
Two of our unified athletes this year tried out for the Red Bull select team, and they are currently on Red Bull's unified team, where each professional soccer
Yeah, I was trying to prompt us. It was what was it? What was it called? The place we were. Yep, it was sponsored by Rax. If you want to go there, you can go right now. Like, oh my god.
They did a beautiful job. So promoting inclusion in Mount Olive High School doesn't just, part of what we do is fostering the power of sports, play, and through activities and creating that space where everyone can be part of it. But one of the other things is the one-to-one pairing. For Best Buddies, it's one-to-one pairing, whereas with Unified, it's more of a group pairing of athletes, partners, and I also have the Best Buddies here to present, talking about what they did to spread inclusion at Mount Olive this year.
Yeah, so me and Anna are the new co-presidents for next year for Best Buddies, and Vika is our new vice president for next year. And we really thrived in Best Buddies this year. We took on a lot of initiatives because we had some leadership changes, and we wanted to make sure that we not just promoted inclusion, but made sure that it was well known throughout the entire community. So, can you switch this up? Oh, sure. Yeah, that's okay. So the first thing that we did, well, actually Anna can talk about this, but we do our monthly meetings. We have 2 a year.
Okay, so twice a month we have meetings, normally on the 2nd and 4th Friday of the month. And this is an opportunity for you to just hang out. Yeah. So this just allows you to have lunch with your different friends and just allows you to create strong friendships. And yeah.
That's the initial pairing.
So we also do host a match party every year, and we normally do like a theme. So this year was like, we did like a puzzle piece, and you go around and try and find your match. And we do matches based on compatibility, so similar interests or like schedules overlapping. And it's a really fun way to get everybody involved and kick off our season in the club. Vika, do you want to talk about the match party?
So what was the back page?
You can go to the next slide.
Is it every year? So every year we have like a birthday feast that we go and right next to B34 we have the food kitchen. And all we do is kick it like during tag. During tag we cook, but each group do a different day. And then we invite every into the feast. And we always and we also share a feast.
So here's some pictures of us cooking. We all work together, and then after we're done cooking, like Vika said, we are able to invite not just our general members from the club, but also some special guests, either from the department, but also I think we invited some other teachers and students, even I think some graduated seniors were able to come, so that was really nice. And this is an annual thing, so we're excited to continue this next year.
So one of our main events is the Best Buddies Friendship Walk. We normally do the one at TCNJ, and it's an event where Best Buddies, like chapters from all different high schools and also colleges and middle schools, they all get together and they raise money through this walk. And this year we won an award for Most Best Buddies Pride, and we were able to raise over $700, which was pretty good.
There's some pictures featured. There's our award in the top right corner. That was really cool. We were all able to go up on stage and accept the award. And it was a really nice opportunity for the entire club to get together and bond over inclusion and also explore TCNJ.
It was Disney theme, and we have it every year. And we are a giant disco that we went to with unified, but being unified with best buddies. And we also have a lot of people though. And then also who was doing the Rudy was DJ then.
One of our students was actually had the privilege of DJing. Ruby, right?
Yep.
Great job.
He did a good job.
Okay. This is kind of like what we said before. Twice a month we have meetings during lunch, and at those meetings we have different activities that can get you to get to know each other better and to form friendships not only with your one-on-one partner but with other people throughout the club. Like, since freshman year I've been partnered up with Anthony, and he's become one of my really good friends. But a lot of times he's out in his work study program, so I've also been able to become really good friends with my friend Thomas, and we do a lot of activities together, like drawing and coloring and stuff like that.
We were also able to host a chalk walk earlier in April, and that was really fun because Unified was able to team up with us, and we were able to spread some positivity by putting like nice encouraging messages along the sidewalk where the athletes get together. So here's a video of it. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.
And before we go, I would like to offer the mic to our athletes and partners to share what they like most about Unified.
Unified is like the best thing that happened to any kind of sport. That there's like different kinds of sports, like track, soccer, and basketball. Bowling. Yeah.
So my favorite sport is all the sports. What I can't do is I cannot do bowling because bowling it's only Wednesday and I do Wednesday. I'm saying like why don't do it?
It's hard to choose the sport she wants to do because they're both offered in the same season, so she has to choose.
Yeah, that I only do is soccer, basketball, and track. And I'm a really good athlete.
Okay, I'm Anna, and the Unified and Best Buddy Club have been really special to me because it's through these clubs that I've made so many of my closest friends, and it's nice to just be in such a positive and welcoming environment.
I'm Thea, and I would say that the most important thing about Best Buddies is how it really allows you to like take a break in your day and just appreciate all the friendships that comes along with it, and just like appreciate your buddies and really promote inclusivity.
I'm Caitlin, and what I love the most about it is just the friendships that you make along the way. Seeing them is the best part of my day, and just going to all the sports and all the activities, and just knowing that I get to talk to them and create a real bond with them. Really what keeps my day going, and I love it so much.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and I just want to say Best Buddies unified every sport that I've been doing for the past 4 years. It really means a lot to me. What I said before, unified Best Buddies, it means a lot to me. They feel like a family to me. Honestly, at the end of the day, I really love hanging out with them. They're like all my friends, so I can't say anything else, but I can't wait to graduate too, by the way. I'm actually staying in school after I graduate, so I'll be staying with them. I can't say goodbye. I just really love them with the bottom of my heart.
Thank you guys. Unified and Best Buddies and everything that you guys do, it is a very amazing program, and I'm very thankful that I get to be part of it. So thank you.
All right, now it is my distinct honor hold on one second. How about now? You can hear me okay, everybody? Not really? Can we queue up the retirees, please? That's all right. Perfect, thank you. All right, so tonight I have the distinct honor of acknowledging the extraordinary service to the district of our retirees. Individuals who've poured their hearts and souls into making our district a place of learning, growth, and endless possibility. The 30 retirees being mentioned tonight have accumulated a total of 692 years of service to the district. 692 years, that's a heck of a lot of that. That's a great contribution. From nurturing and supporting students, from the bus stop to the classroom, to ensuring behind the scenes daily operations run smoothly and efficiently, each of our retirees has played an invaluable role in bringing the vibrant and caring environment that defines the Mount Olive Township School District. Before introducing the honorees who are joining us here tonight, I would like to acknowledge the retirees who could not be with us here tonight. They are Kathleen Cougar, paraprofessional Mountain View, 7.5 years. If you just hold on till the end, I can. No, not yet. That's okay. I'll just run down the list because there's a lot of them. Rosemary Alkermes, lunch aide, CMS, 11 years. Sandra Andrews, paraprofessional, Sandshore, 11 years. Samuel Cosman, driver, 14 years. Dominic Servideo, custodian, Mountain View, 18 years. Deb Cerrone, driver, 18 years. Randy Esposito, Buildings and Grounds, HVAC, 19 years. Christopher Regan, Vice Principal here at Moms, 23 years. Dawn Neuschwander, driver, 24 years. Denise Cosman, paraprofessional at CMS, 25 years. David Fellini, Vice Principal, Mount Olive High School, 25 years. Laura Healing, paraprofessional, 25 years. Kevin Maloney, custodian, CMS, 25 years. Eileen Robinson, secretary of technology, 25 years. Pam Wilson, special education here at Moms, 25 years. Sheila Price, paraprofessional at Sandshore, 25 years. Jackie Sikaj, paraprofessional Mountain View, 26 years. Terry Holansky, paraprofessional Mount Olive High School, 26 years. Bonnie Hinkle, paraprofessional here at Moms, 26 years. Melissa Marvin, librarian at Mountain View, 26 years. Lisa Barba, school counselor at Tins Road School, 27 years. And Edie Seal, reading specialist at Mountain View, 34 years. Congratulations on your retirement. So now we have individuals we're fortunate that they could join us tonight. So as I say your name, please come forward and stand up here next to me as I speak about you. Viviana Letelier, driver, transportation. Come on up, Viv. This is from our transportation supervisor, Patty Trojanowski. Viviana has been a joy to work with. She always has a pleasant demeanor. She was reliable and consistent. She was a late run driver, and each day when it was time to leave the middle school, she would get on the radio and say, "Okay, late run drivers, vamonos." Every day it made the office staff smile, and we will miss her saying it. We truly wish her all of the best in her retirement. Viviana, congratulations. Next up, Deb Nagy, paraprofessional, CMS. Over 26 years with the Mount Olive Township School District, Mrs. Nagy has shown an unwavering commitment to her students. She takes deep pride in her work, but has built meaningful relationships throughout the community and leaves a lasting impact on everyone that she's had the privilege to work with. Thanks for your contribution, Deb, and best of luck in your retirement. Deb Nagy. Mountain View. Skolinski. Next up, Laura Rutan, music teacher, Mountain View. Ms. Rutan is a passionate and dedicated music educator who has inspired generations of students through her love of music and the arts. Throughout her career, Ms. Rutan has built lasting traditions, including the 5th grade musical and the award-winning show choir. Her commitment to performance, excellence, and student expression leaves a legacy of joy, creativity, and a deep appreciation of the arts. Congratulations, Laura, and best of luck in your retirement. Lori Contorno, special education preschool, Mountain View. After many years of dedicated service, Lori Contorno is retiring from the Mount Olive School District, where she supported students, staff, and families across a variety of roles. Her classroom experience spanned integrated co-teaching in kindergarten, a multiple disabilities classroom, and a pre-K classroom, a range that speaks to her flexibility and commitment to all learners. Beyond her strong work ethic and professionalism, Lori was known for the relationships she built, always ready to connect with a colleague, check in on a student, or offer support to anyone who needed it. Congratulations, Lori, on your retirement. Thank you for your contribution. Teresa Basciano, Secretary, Mountain View. Teresa is retiring after a long and meaningful career in Mount Olive Township School District. Starting as a kitchen aide in 1998, she grew through various clerical roles before becoming secretary at Tins Road School in 2008. For many, she was more than the voice at the front desk. She was the calm in a busy day, the first smile in the morning, and the person who always knew how to help. Her warmth, humor, and steady professionalism made her an irreplaceable part of the community, and her impact will be felt long after she's gone. Congratulations, Teresa, and thanks for your contribution. Mark, want to come up, Tins Road? Samantha Miller, first grade teacher, Tins Road, 30 years. Ms. Miller's unwavering commitment to her students has left a lasting impact on countless children and families throughout the years. She has created the foundation for lifelong learning while making every child feel valued, supported, and loved. She will be greatly missed by students and colleagues alike. We thank her for the difference that she has made in the lives of so many, wishing her retirement filled with happiness, good health, relaxation, and many wonderful new adventures. Thank you, Samantha, for your contribution to this. Susan Zaremba, ELA teacher, Mount Olive Middle School, 28 years. Come on up, Sue. This is from Principal Agatha Wilkie. For nearly 3 decades, Susan has been a steady and trusted presence in the lives of students, colleagues, and families throughout Mount Olive. Whether in the classrooms of Tins Road or in the halls of Mount Olive Middle School, she has shared her love of learning, her passion for literacy, and her genuine care for those around her. Sue has been an anchor for so many, and her impact will continue to be felt long after she leaves our classrooms. We wish her endless days of relaxation, adventure, great books, and all the happiness that retirement brings. Thanks, Sue, for your contribution to the district. And finally, last but not least, hailing from Mount Olive High School, Mr. Doug Ferry, social studies teacher, 30 years. This is from Principal Kevin Stansberry. Now, notice I put that disclaimer out there first. Like Indiana Jones, for 30 years, you took generations of students on unforgettable journeys through ancient civilizations and world history, bringing the past vividly to life. Your passion for discovery, storytelling, and learning inspired countless young explorers along the way. May your retirement be filled with new adventures, hidden treasures, and exciting destinations. Thank you for making history an expedition worth taking, for your exceptional service and lasting legacy as the Marauder Fest host. Thank you, Mr. Ferrer, for your contributions to the district. And that concludes our recognition of our retirees. Let's give them one last final round of applause for your contribution to the district. Now I'd like to call up Mr. Stansberry and Mr. Rodriguez for our seal of biliteracy.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Banja, administrators, colleagues, parents, families, and students. My name is Veronica Cruz, and I am one of the Spanish teachers and Seal of Literacy Coordinator at Mount Olive High School. It is an honor for me to be here tonight as we celebrate a remarkable achievement by our juniors and seniors who have earned the Seal of Literacy. As someone whose life and career have been enriched by learning a second language, I understand the value of multilingualism and the opportunities it creates. The Seal of Literacy recognizes students who have demonstrated proficiency in one or more languages in addition to English. It is a distinction that reflects academic excellence, cultural awareness, and global citizenship. In today's interconnected world, being biliterate opens doors to higher education, career opportunities, and meaningful connections with people from diverse backgrounds. Last year, we recognized 58 students with this honor. This year, the number continues growing. We are proud to recognize 65 students, 32 seniors, and 33 juniors who have earned the Seal of Literacy Award. These students have demonstrated proficiency in a variety of languages, including Bengali, Bosnian, Chinese, Filipino, French, Gujarati, Hungarian, Italian, Marathi, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Tamil, Telugu, Turkish, and Ukrainian. Earning the Seal of Literacy requires dedication, perseverance, and hard work. Students successfully completed a rigorous assessment demonstrating their ability to speak, listen, read, and write in another language other than English. We applaud their commitment, determination, and willingness to challenge themselves. We are incredibly proud of their accomplishments and confident that these skills will serve them well throughout their lives. I also would like to thank the parents and families for their unwavering support, our administrators for championing language education, and my fellow teachers for inspiring a love of language and cultures every day. To our seniors, as you move forward into the next chapter of your lives, remember that your voice matters in every language you speak. Being bilingual is more than a valuable skill. It is a bridge to understanding, a tool for connection, and a lifelong gift. Congratulations to all of our Seal of Literacy recipients. Thank you. At this time, I will call the names of the students receiving their certificates. Please come forward when you hear your name. Rafaela Vegaso, Spanish. María José Cardona, Spanish. Amaya de la Cruz, Spanish. Litzy Mateo, Spanish. Christopher Pintado, Spanish. Emanuel Saquicela, Spanish. Salomé Tavares, Spanish. Salomé Villa, Spanish. Ilkim Arikam, Turkish. Seren Bilgin, Turkish. Sriram Kodumagula, Telugu. Nessa Baltasar, Filipino. Cassandra Messina. Cassandra Messina, Italian. Konrad Milewski, Polish. Benjamin Sweg, Polish. Victoria Muñiz, Portuguese. María Clara Rocha Rodríguez, Portuguese. Stephanie Agudelo, Spanish. Kiri Fernandez, Spanish. Victoria Maher, Spanish. Soya Badia, Marathi. Agnes Hexey, Hungarian. Kimberly Taboada, Spanish. Martín Hidalgo, Spanish. Antonella Valleto, Spanish. Nicole Carballo Perez, Spanish. Andrés Chiqui, Spanish. Milaila de la Torre, Spanish. Micaela Risueño, Spanish. Angela Davis, Spanish. Valeria García Álvarez, Spanish. Mariana Gil Rueda, Spanish. I'm going with the juniors now. Ahana Mukgerit, French. Valentina Boden Tenorio, Spanish. Camila Carvajal, Spanish. Adrián Figueroa, Spanish. Nicolás Legarda, Spanish. Leah Mendez, Spanish. Mia Oakley Adams, Spanish. Samantha Paz, Spanish. Elena Ruiz, Spanish. Catherine Hu, Chinese. Anuron Chakraborty, Bengali. Pasam Isha Padua, Filipino. Sequilla Kujic, Bosnian. Capuchin Bosubenitucci, French. Mohi Panchal, Gujarati. Natalie Tobolewski, Polish. Sofia Anenkova, Russian. Jaylene Gonzalez, Spanish. Micaela Lopez Arcos, Spanish. Alexander Zalewski, Polish. Nadine Pardo, Spanish. Jocelyn Level, Spanish. Luis Céspedes, Spanish. Lakshana Arumugan, Tamil. Ashwan Arun, Tamil. Maria Cristina Iwanki, Ukrainian. Lorenzo Thiel, Spanish. Emily Aquino, Spanish. And I'm very proud to present the last two students who are trilingual, Etelka Moliner, Spanish and French. And Alexandra Grukal, Russian and Ukrainian. Congratulations to all of you. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud to be helping with this program, Seal of Literacy, and I hope it continues to grow year by year. Thank you. Have a great night.
Our next presentation is from Mort, Mr. Don Beery.
All right. Thank you again. It's always a pleasure every year to get to come up here and express, what Mort did this year. Every year it seems to get better. We thank the board, Dr. Banja and Mr. Stansberry for their continued support. This is Mort's 30th year. So 30 years of Mount Olive Robotics. I do want to invite a couple people up. If you may not know, Mort is a student-ran program. So we have students that are in charge of the entire thing. They oversee 8 FLL teams, middle school teams here at our FTC team, and then of course we have multiple high school programs over at the Mount Olive High School. So I'll invite up the big boss, Tyler, who was our CEO this year. Our chief operating officer and chief engineer are home doing homework, which we're not sure why, but we have our end effector who brought us to multiple championships, Maria. Our human player and constant cheerleader, Elizabeth. Our technician who makes sure that the robot is actually on and does what it's supposed to, Zoya. And there's something very special about Mort if you're in the robotics world, and that is that we do not have an adult drive coach. We have a student drive coach. Many teams at the World Championship have adults that go down on the field and coach. We don't. So our coach is Atelka. All right, I will give a brief history of what our season looked like, but this is the best part of it. Not often do you get to say that you have an internationally ranked program, but this year we can say we have 2. For those that don't know, we have Beta, which is our JV team, and JV this year had an official record of 29-17-0. They were Alliance captains at the Warren Hill event. They were Alliance captain 3 at Mount Olive event, where they won the Imagery Award in honor of Jack Kamen. They went on to the district championship, where they also won the Imagery Award, and they were 2 fuel short of going to the World Championships. So your JV team this year was about to be at the World Championship. Now, for these folks who guided their varsity team, their milestone obviously was running the program in its 30th year. They had an official record of 42-24. They were ranked 13 overall in the district. At the Warren Hills event, they were the first pick of Alliance 3 and went on, and they won an award that we have not won in 30 years, and that was the district championship first leadership semifinalist in Atelka. Most of you know we hosted the event here where we had about 4,000 people. We seated second in qualifications. We were Alliance captain of Team 2. We won the District Engineering Inspiration Award, and we went on to the district championship. At the district championship, they seated 10th, which got them to the World Championship. They competed at George Brown Center, and out of 4,000 teams and 59 countries, they ranked in the top 3% of the world. And their JV team this year is internationally ranked. They're in the top 12% of the entire world. So needless to say, it was a very successful season for us. They worked very hard. We had our annual picnic actually yesterday. And Atelka's job is not done because she is now the new CEO of the Mount Olive Robotics team. Zoya's job is not done either. She's our chief engineer. She's the one that has one job: win the entire thing. And the last thing that we never forget them is we thank all of our mentors and our alumni. So if you can please stand if you are an alumni and a mentor of the Malibu Robotics team. I see you all in the back. You can stand. We appreciate you giving us the time to come and talk to you this evening. And once again, give them a round of applause because they surely deserve it this year.
And for our final presentation of this evening, I'd like to welcome to the microphone Mrs. Jody Bosch and Mr. Chris Bosch for Performing Arts.
Hi, good evening. Again, thanks for having us. Congrats to all the retirees. I especially want to shout out Miss Laura Rutan. She's been a very important part of our drama club. And Mr. Ferry, who can no longer ask me to do Marauder Fest. The Drama Club had another successful year, garnering 16 awards and/or nominations across our season. We just celebrated at our banquet last night at Cinders, which was, if you have never eaten there, go. It was phenomenal. Our parent club put that together. We participated in community outreach at the Garden Terrace Nursing Home, and we also housed 3 main stage productions: a Disney Broadway night, a Mean Girls, and Freaky Friday. Usually we would know our season for next year, but we have not decided yet, so coming soon. Our first festival was on March 26th at the Bucks County Playhouse Student Theater Festival. Individual awards, you can come and get your certificate when your name is called, but we have a couple whole group awards. And that was when we brought the cast of Freaky Friday, so our first award is winner of Outstanding Ensemble to the cast of Freaky Friday. We have 2 winners of the Sing Your Face Off Award for Outstanding Vocal Performance for Emmy Bosch and Marin Masagia for their roles as Catherine and Ellie Blake in Freaky Friday. Can you shake everybody's? My kids. That's his daughter. Winner of Best Comedic Duo for their roles as Adam and Fletcher Blake in Freaky Friday for Caden Blakey and Prince Katuka. In case you weren't sure, Prince does not go to the high school. We got him from his audition at Tints Road School this year, so thank you, Tints Road, thank you. On April 9th, we attended the Bucks County Playhouse Student Theater Festival again, this time with the cast of Mean Girls. And we have the winner for the most energetic ensemble for the entire cast of Mean Girls. We have 2 winners for Best Comedic Duo for their roles as Janice and Damien in Mean Girls, Emmy Bosch and Dylan Kovach. And we also have 5 winners for female vocal powerhouses: Emmy Bosch, Ashley Orozco, Ava Tabaranza, Zoya Vadia, and Chloe Winters. At the Montclair Foxy Awards held on May 21st, that ceremony contains all of 2025. Can't remember my years. So it was last spring musical and this fall musical. So that would have been Grease and Mean Girls. So as I do want to say their names: nomination for Outstanding Lead Actor, graduate of 25, as Danny Zuko in Grease, Lincoln Vera. Nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor, class of 25, in his role as Roger in Grease, Tyler Randazzo. In his nomination for Outstanding Featured Ensemble Actor in class of 25 for his role as Eugene in Grease, Riley Kahili. Nomination for Outstanding Stage Manager for Grease, Riley Thomas. The actors are supposed to follow directions well. Oh, good point. Touche. Nomination for Best Lighting Design, class of 25 for Grease, Brendan Harvey. Nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in her role as Regina George in Mean Girls, Zoya Vadia. Nomination for Outstanding Stage Manager for Mean Girls, Riley Thomas. And winner, we were so excited, I emailed him because I streamed it from home. It was the night of the prom, unfortunately, so none of the seniors could attend the event. I emailed right away, and he answered back from the dance floor. Winner for Outstanding Lead Actor as his role in Damien in Mean Girls, Dylan Kovach. Tonight, we are not there, but tonight's the Bergen Pack High School Musical Awards, and it is streaming now, so when I get in my car, I won't watch it, I will just listen. But we have a nomination for Outstanding Soloist for her Broadway night performance of The Wizard and I for Emmy Bosch. She chose to come here instead. And last but not least, tomorrow night, happening our Paper Mill Rising Star Awards, we have a nomination for Student Achievement for her role as stage manager in Freaky Friday, and that's Shannon Gouveia. Thank you so much. We can't wait to get started next year. I can't, but I'm going to take a summer break, though. Have a nice summer, everyone.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. We will take a brief 5-minute break. We're on a break. Thank you for everyone coming out. Thank you, guys. Can board members find their seats?
I'm leaving. I'm cold. Yeah, exactly. Well, we've also got a long session. I'm going to pace myself. Yeah.
So we'll bring food back there. We're back. Roll call, Ms. Schoening.
Mrs. Aquino?
Here.
Ms. Brett?
Here.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Mrs. Melendez?
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Mr. Petrie?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera?
Here.
Dr. Giordano?
Here. Dr. Banjo, anything else left in your report?
That's it.
Super. Moving on to committee reports. Personnel Committee met tonight. It was myself, Mr. Moore, Dr. Bangio, Ms. Aquino, Mr. Petrie. A lot of things we discussed, almost everything we discussed is confidential. We will go over in closed session. But wondering if anyone, the board members, had any question on action items in the personnel agenda. There'd be 7.1 down to 7.35. All that stuff is pretty standard. It's summer employment, different things. The ESY approvals will be on the agenda for recommendations to the full board at the 22nd meeting. Nothing? Seeing none, closing it. Moving on to C&T, I believe, Ms. Figueroa. Oh, finance, sorry. Finance, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Yes, the Finance and Operations Committee met May 26th, and attendance was the entire committee and Dr. Bangia and Ms. Schoening. The committee discussed a vaping issue. Dr. Bangia shared with us that the vaping is still very much a big concern at the high school. Obviously, there are health concerns associated with that, but also from a structural concern, we are having a problem where they are getting flushed down the toilets and doing thousands of dollars worth of damage to the school's plumbing. So we are talking about some potential solves for that, but it is a problem that is reoccurring, and it's just nothing that anybody wants to spend money on. Like, that's just not fun money, you know? So we're talking about some solves that could potentially help with that. The Finance Committee also reviewed the athletic expenses, looking at it by sport, looking at participation, understanding where our sports programs and spending are. We had an update on the dome as we continue to understand what those next steps are going to be for the new requirements for domes in the state of New Jersey. We discussed the RFP for auditors. We received 2 responses, and so the committee discussed the 2, compared them, and so you will see on the agenda tonight that we make the recommendation to go with our current auditor. The responses were pretty much the same. They were very similar, and so you guys probably saw the RFPs attached to that. We looked at the mom's roof bid. So we are obviously going out to bid for the roof. The date was the 17th, and so we will be awarding a contract on June 22nd. I'm just going to go through here a little bit faster for you guys. And then in terms of our demographic and capacity studies, we are looking at, that has been completed, and so those are just having the finishing touches, I believe, on that, Dr. Bangia, and we will be able to see the results of those shortly. I think anything else? Oh, and then the appointment of our risk management consultant, that expires on June 30th. And so the consensus of the committee was to continue the services with that consultant. It's gone well, and pricing is reasonable. Is there anything from the Finance Committee that I missed that we should go over? Okay.
Questions or comments from the board?
I thought we would
Ms. Brett?
Yes, I thought we were going to discuss 9.10. I thought we were discussing it to move to the 22nd.
Can you speak to the mic, Ms. Brett? I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to move it to the 22nd.
We did, but I believe Ms. Fitzgerald sent a message out that Ms. Schoening felt it was more appropriate to do it tonight, so they can get on board and transition better as opposed to the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Which item is this for?
That's for the auditor. I mean, we only had 2 come in, and it was the committee's recommendation to stay with our same auditor. And don't forget, we went out to audit because the price we had with the old auditors was because Ms. Jones, the former board secretary, did the audit. So that kept their price down lower. So as the auditor was going to take that on, they had to submit a new bid. So that's only really the reason why we went out to bid, not because anyone was unhappy with the auditor.
Yes.
Am I correct in that, Ms.
That's
Fischel?
correct.
Any other questions? Super. Now, Ms. Figueroa, C&T committee minutes.
The C&T committee met on June 2nd in Mrs. McDermott's office. All committee members were present. We did have Mrs. Huffman as a special guest. We received a special education update from Ms. Huffman regarding the district's recent New Jersey Department of Ed Special Education Monitoring Review. The district was not identified for Tier 2 technical assistance and will remain in Tier 1 status for the 2026-2027 school year. The review found that the district was largely compliant across all priority areas. The committee also received an update on the district's participation in a state-supported initiative to train staff in facilitating IEP meetings and efforts to encourage family participation in the NJDOE parent survey. We also discussed professional development goals for 26-27 school year. The goals were reviewed. They focused on professional development, inclusive classroom settings, and strengthening grading and feedback practices. Another topic of our discussion were the seniors at risk. The committee reviewed supports and interventions being provided to seniors identified as at risk of not meeting graduation requirements. Administration continues to monitor student progress and provide individualized support as needed. Our end of the year recognitions, our committee received an overview of district-wide activities planned in recognition of America's 250th as well as Juneteenth. Schools across our district developed age-appropriate learning experiences aligned to social studies standards and civics education, including classroom lessons, choice boards, school-wide activities, performances, and student engagement opportunities. We also discussed our elementary end-of-the-year PD. The committee reviewed plans for elementary end-of-year PD focused on strengthening vertical articulation across grade levels. Additional sessions will support implementation of kindergarten calendar math, preparation for teachers transitioning to new grade level content assignments, and planning for grade 5 transition and independent initiatives. We also discussed our school performance reports, and we had some updates. An update from technology was provided by Dr. Kreider. We continued discussing and updating the 2026-2027 school calendar. And we had an update on the high school college planning boot camp. Sessions will be offered starting May 26th and will run until June 11th. Sessions will also be offered June 23rd, to June 25th, and they're designed to help alleviate stress, encourage strong time management skills, and ensure students stay on track throughout the application process. And we concluded with a discussion on field trips. Mrs. McDermott shared proposals for future Mount Olive Middle School 8th grade field trip destinations and a proposal for the high school performing arts students to perform at Walt Disney World next spring.
Any questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, thank you, Ms. Figueroa. Moving right on, Policy and Governance Committee, Ms. Melendez?
Yes, the committee met on Tuesday, May 26. All committee members were present, also Dr. Banja. The policy committee reviewed the following policies regulations: 8603, parent attendance at the school bus stop. The committee reviewed a potential new policy that specifies a designated responsible person to be present at the bus stop for pre-K through grade 3 students. Also, Policy 5512, harassment, intimidation, and bullying. The committee reviewed the investigative process for HIVs. Regulation 5516, student use of internet and enabled devices. Dr. Banja reviewed the change in state guidelines for cell phone use by students starting this upcoming school year. Policy 5312 regarding class sizes. The committee reviewed the class size policy to ensure alignment to district expectation. Further discussions will need to ensure alignment. Dr. Banya reviewed Straus May Policy Alert 237 with the committee. This alert includes several mandated and recommended updates across the 0000, 1000, 2000, 5000, 6000, and 8000 policy series. The most significant updates are tied to the State Board's recent revisions of the NJAC 688 standard and assessments, as well as new statutory requirements related to legal notices, family leave, equity, special education reporting, federal grant controls, and school nutrition procurement. The board will be formally adopting the recommendation advised by the Straus May later this summer. Also, I presented the review for the NJSBA legislative updates, being the Resolution 1 ranked choice voting that failed at the Assembly. Was rejected the proposal to allow a school district the option to use ranked choice voting in board elections. The remaining resolutions were accepted, starting with resolution number 2 regarding immigration enforcement was approved. The NJSBA adopted policy stating school grounds should be safe havens and free from immigration enforcement unless backed by a judicial authority. Resolution number 3 was regarding the pilot agreements. It was approved, and JSBA supported policy urging municipalities to use fiscal agreements to help a school district offset education costs caused by local property development. Resolution 4 was regarding school funding and state aid. It was approved that NJSBA added policy advocating for state aid calculations to account for districts' unique local revenues limitation, such as environmental land use restrictions. That Manolive has those also. Resolution number 5, instructional materials purchasing. NJSBA established policy encouraging consumer transparency, a cost-efficient strategies when district purchase textbooks and digital curriculum resources. And the last resolution that was approved was number 6 regarding vocational school governance. The NJSBA adopted language pushing for greater financial transparency, collaboration, and sending district representation in county vocational school tuition and capital planning decisions.
Thank you, Ms. Melendez. Questions or comments from the board? Thank you. Seeing none, we're moving right along. Subcommittees or Parent-Teacher Association liaison reports. Anyone from the board?
I have.
Ms. Melendez?
Yes. There is a change in leadership for the Parents Association for the high school. And also the regular meeting, or the next meeting, is on June 11, which is this week, at 7 p.m. in the commons area of the high school.
Super. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone from the community?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Amy Marini. I'm one of your current co-leaders for the Mount Olive CPAG Special Education Parent Advisory Group. I apologize for not being here as often as in the past, but I'll explain. We're a code-driven group that's parent-led, working collaboratively with the district on systemic concerns regarding educational items that pertain to the special education students within the Mount Olive School District. I'm coming to you for the last time as a CPAG leader for my report. I have served on CPAG in some capacity for the last 8 years, but it's time for me to hand the reins over to someone else, as I have some personal obligations are causing me to be less available, hence my absence from the microphone here at the meetings. I have been honored to serve and assist the over 950 students in Mount Olive with IEPs or 504s over the multiple years of my tenure, and I'll still be an active member, but it's time for me to step back. Our next meeting is tomorrow, June 9th at 7 p.m. via Zoom, and we will be voting in new leadership. We have a few candidates that have been nominated, so I'm really excited that new people have stepped up to try to take over. Over the last few months, we have still met on the second Tuesday of the month via Zoom, and I apologize, I don't remember exactly the time I was last here, so I'll just start from March. So March, we had the Special Education Ombudsman come to discuss special education rights advocacy and conflict resolution strategies, and we had a lot of really great questions and conversation with Ms. Gillespie. We actually did talk about the whole audit and how that gets reported to parents and so forth. So we had a really great conversation. In April, we had the SPAN representative come to present on Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act. Again, a really great conversation, a lot of knowledge sharing. In May, we had both Mrs. Saladino and Mr. Burge, the new supervisors of special ed, come and share what the special education programs are being offered in Mount Olive for the 26-27 school year. And it was really great to continue that collaboration to talk about the growing needs of our students and the growing programs. I personally have also attended SEAC, so that's the State Special Education Advisory Council, which is an overwhelming amount of information, but after years of attending, the acronyms and the content are much easier to digest. And so they have had a bunch of different spotlights, which have been actually really interesting to kind of hear, because some of it actually was what we've had meetings about, so it was kind of interesting. They've been spotlighting PCAST, so the person-centered approach to schools in transition, which I know Mount Olive is doing. They also shared the workbooks that were created by DVRS. They talked about Transportation Task Force, seeking folks from the community and districts to continue to develop and make recommendations for safer transportation guidelines. They've also shared many, many, many broadcasts, which I know you guys, well, the administration gets, but some of it is even down to how to, some guidelines on how to care for a medically complex population. I'm also really excited to see that the broadcasts are now part of their agenda, because there's a lot of information there between trainings and so forth. In April, they discussed and did a deep dive for the council and for the public about the local education agency special ed monitoring. So just as we were talking about before. And so they were talking about how, you know, the districts do their own desk review, and then if 2 tiers on site if needed, but we already heard about that. In May, they discussed and introduced the LEAR office, so the Office for Learning Equity and Academic Recovery, which was also very interesting. As always, they always share a ton of resources and so forth for both parents and staff between the website and just the things all over the state that are happening, from new teacher training academies to their summer learning institutes and so forth. So there's a ton of things going on at the state level, which we always have tried to bring back to our state, to our district meetings in some capacity. And so there's a lot of different things going on. And so, like I said, thank you much for everybody, and our next meeting is tomorrow at 7.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amy.
Questions or comments from the board?
I have one. I mean, thank you so much for, the amount of work that you put into this organization and the hours and the updates and the meetings. It is really, truly exceptional, and we appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank
Anyone
you.
else? Thank you. Board President's report. Just want to read an update for the on the dome and follow up to a statement I made last board meeting. As we reported to you at our last board meeting, the State Department of Community Affairs, the DCA, launched an aggressive effort across New Jersey to inspect inflatable dome facilities for potential construction code violations, resulting in the Mount Township Code official issuing a notice of violation to the school district regarding the dome at the high school. The board filed an appeal with the Morris County Construction Board of Appeals to hold a hearing, which has now been scheduled for August 27th, to give the parties an opportunity to attempt to resolve the matter. A meeting was held on May 28th between board representatives, the board's architect and counsel, DCA officials, and the township officials and council. As a result, the board is preparing a written response with proposed accommodations, and will meet again soon with the township and DCA officials to continue discussions on a possible resolution. The parties agreed the dome will be voluntarily closed between June 1st and July 15th, as there is little activity during that time, and it will give the parties time to resolve the issues. We remain optimistic that we can bring this matter to a satisfactory conclusion. So that's it. Any questions, comments from the board? No, thank you. And I think that's all I had. I'll bring it up in new business. That's all I have. Public comments on action items only. The Board of Education welcomes and encourages input from the public, being mindful of the privacy rights regarding students and board employees, and to avoid any potential liability on the part of the speaker. The board discourages references to specific individuals. While directing your comments or questions to the board president, please understand that public comment portions of the meeting are not structured as question and answer sessions, but rather are offered as opportunities for you to share your thoughts with the board. Again, this is on action items only. The board president may need to refer an issue to the superintendent if the particular issue has not been handled through the appropriate chain of command with the school district. However, responses may be provided at the end of the session. There are times when comments and questions will require additional fact gathering before a response is provided. So again, I ask everyone, what I just stated, come up, state your name and address, direct your questions to the board president. Once you're done or comments, I will write everything down as best I can. I know Dr. Banji will. Once everyone has a chance to ask their questions or make their statements, I will then close it to public comments, and then we will go through those and try to answer them the best we can. If we can't, we will, within a reasonable amount of time, get those answers to you. The board continuously looks to improve this process. I think what we're going to talk about over the summer to begin in September is to possibly have a running list of questions on our website, load them up with all those answers that people can just go on and get those answers, as opposed to going back and emailing individuals at all times. It just seems it might be getting a little too much for people that still have to do a job and they're getting all these answers. So it just might be easier just to have a running list with those answers. I ask you to be respectful and courteous. I think our board and our public have a great relation in our commitment to being respectful with one another. So once again, this is for action items and action items only. Come up and state your name and address for the record and ask away. Seeing none, close the public comment. Ms. Fitzgerald, would you make a motion for consent agenda approval from 6.1 all the way down to 9.13?
Okay, sure. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to make a motion to do a consent agenda and approve action items 6.1 all the way down to 9.13.
Second.
Oh. Questions or comments from the board? Seeing none, roll call, Ms. Schoening.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Abstain on 8.2, yes to everything else.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Ms. Brett?
Abstain on 6.1, anything related to the municipality. Also 9.6, 9.2, 9.10, everything else, yes.
Mrs. Melendez?
Abstain in 7.11, anything related to Angela Sanchez, and yes to everything else.
Mrs. O'Neill?
I abstain from anything related to Christian Humphrey, and yes to everything else.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
Mr. Petrie?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Abstain on 9.10 because I only received the proposals 2 hours prior to this meeting and I didn't have a chance to review, but yes to everything else.
Dr. Giordano?
Abstain on anything that has to do with sub-pay rate or substitutes, yes to everything else. Public comments on other or anything else going on in the district. Once again, I will read this. Everything still stands. The Board of Education welcomes and encourages input from the public, being mindful of privacy rights regarding students and board employees. To avoid any potential liability on the part of the speaker, the board discourages references to specific individuals. While directing your comments or questions to the board president, please understand that public comment portions of the meeting are not structured as question and answer sessions, but rather are offered as opportunities for you to share your thoughts with the board. The board president may need to refer an issue to the superintendent if a particular issue has not been handled through the appropriate chain of command with the school district. However, responses may be provided at the end of this session. There are times when comments or questions will require additional fact gathering before a response is provided. Again, just state your name and address. I ask you to be concise and as quick as possible with your comments or questions. The floor is yours. Yes, ma'am.
I'm always cold, but I'm actually okay. Are you under a blower or something?
My name is Precious Pill, 37.
Can you speak? Can you get closer to the microphone? I'm sorry. We can't hear you.
My name is Precious Pill, 37 Whippoorwill Road in Budley. I just have a few things just to say. One pager. Year after year, as a community, we celebrate so many federal and general holidays. Sometimes as a school community, we place flags in front of our schools. We have ceremonies, for instance, for Flag Day to honor the principles of the unification and love for our country, as well as the freedom for all American people. Yet, year after year, as a community, we failed to acknowledge Juneteenth. Our oldest child, for the first time during the school time, learned about the Emancipation Proclamation and how it ties into the American Civil War. That is marvelous to begin to teach the full story. It would be befitting to sing uplifting and/or unifying songs on Juneteenth as we do for Flag Day every year. We never recognized Juneteenth as a community. Where's the love, patriotism, and unification in that? As we recite every morning in our schools in the Pledge of Allegiance. We can gather around and we can sing Christmas carols, and we can have parties in our classrooms for awesome Jesus, for awesome baby Jesus, whom, by the way, wasn't born in December. That's here nor there. We can have Halloween parades, and we can draw pictures to create beautiful art models for the Day of the Dead and have parties for many other holidays too, but we cannot honor all of the brave American soldiers who fought and even perished for all of our independence. We even coordinate our clothing as a community for many different holidays and awareness days, such as wearing green for St. Patrick's Day for the Irish people, for the people whom are Irish. We wear purple for autism awareness and red for Valentine's Day. Even my youngest child, for the last month of the year, every school year, they have special days where they have different themes, but out of all of those themes, none of them are Juneteenth. And the point of that one is to welcome their summer vacation. I would like to consider that maybe we do not do anything for this holiday because school is closed, but no matter which day 9/11 falls on, we make sure that we never forget. For 9/11, of course, it is important that we never have that unimaginable, painful time in our history repeated ever again. Why would we not have that same motivation when it comes to honoring the beginning of being one nation under God with liberty and justice for all? Juneteenth is not a Black or a slave holiday. It is a beautiful, uplifting American federal holiday that recognizes the freedom of enslaved Americans from within the United States of North America. We would not have won our Civil War without fighting relentlessly through true patriotism. Together, we are all one human race. So let's not let the current shades of our skin get in the way of having a true sense of unity with each other. I hope we can do better as a school board and by extension as a community in the future so that we can keep rising above our conditions. It is disappointing that you all do not deem this holiday as important enough to do so. This school year has been challenging for our oldest child at our middle school, from trying to get a handle on all of his academic responsibilities to making sense of being called a nigger or a big black monkey by multiple children, to figuring out positive versus negative peer relationships. My youngest child has had a safer and very, very happy school year though. thanks to more supervision and challenging opportunities presented to him and his grammar school. Despite their different experiences, our family is grateful for it all because of both of our sons' resilience and growth every day. I wish everyone a safe and awesome summer, and please consider Juneteenth for next school year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, may I say something?
Absolutely.
Precious, I just have two things to say. Were you?
Actually, Ms. Figueroa, actually,
Just give it a
wait
sec.
till I close it down, then you
Okay.
can make a statement.
Okay, thank you.
It's 'cause I don't want to make it back and forth.
Okay, gotcha.
Closing public comment? Go ahead, Ms. Figueroa.
I just have two quick things to say. One, were you present when I read the curriculum and instruction report?
Just don't go back and forth, just make the statement of what you did.
Okay, because I did read in my report how our district is celebrating America's 250th as well as Juneteenth. So you might want to go back and watch the replay to see what was said about that. And tonight, yes, tonight, just,
Don't go back and forth, just repeat,
Okay,
Ms.
sorry.
Figueroa, sorry, just repeat what
Sorry,
you, just
sorry.
report out what you reported out, it's okay.
and if I could just request, I know we don't have any children present in the room, but we might have children present at home watching since we are live streaming. So if you could please refrain from any obscenities in the future, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
Moving on, old business from the board? New business,
I
okay.
do actually have an old business question. And real quick, Ms. Schoening, when I abstained, that was 9:10 that I said? I think I may have said 9.2, but I meant 9.10.
No, you said 9.
I said 9:10?
You said
Okay.
9:10.
For old business, when I was on the finance committee last year, we had the discussion of trailers at the middle school. And at that time, we were discussing trailers being used for health classes. Is that still the case?
Primarily, yes.
Okay, because the word on the street is that they'll be used for G&T, so I was just looking for some clarification.
Primarily, but based upon the needs of the building too, but primarily most of our health classes will be out there, but there'd be 4 classrooms out there.
Okay.
So depending on the period, there'd probably be more out there.
Okay, so multi-use?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Super. New business? Our next board meeting on the 22nd, I know we all received this email from school boards regarding a resolution. They're requesting or asking board members about a civility resolution. So far, I know 2 boards that have done that. If you don't have it or you can't find it, I will email it to the board members this week. Just to review it. It will be on the agenda for discussion and possible vote. If the board so chooses to do that. It just talks about how between community members and the board have civility. Like I spoke about, I know for a fact we don't have that issue. And so, but it's just nice to show that support that we can be the light of a district to say we don't have an issue. We don't put time on our speakers like other districts do. We don't. So just something to keep in mind. I will send that out to everybody. Comments from board members. Mr. Orzillo. Ms. O'Neill.
Congratulations to the retirees and to all the award winners, and I hope all the kids have a great graduation in summer. We see them at their graduations.
Ms. Fitzgerald.
I think, it's June and we are at about 1 billion things, and I know everybody's about 1 billion things, but tonight is such a great showing of why our school district is so awesome. If you look across the dynamics of what was here, every part of our school was represented, and it's just, I am very proud to be part of Mount Olive, and kudos to all of our staff, our administrators, et cetera. It is truly phenomenal what we have built here.
Thank you. Mr. Petrie.
Let's see. Congratulations to retirees. Congrats to Mort. I know we were good. I didn't know we were that good. It'll be nice to have Atelka back as a student liaison again. And congratulations to all the seniors that are graduating.
Super. Ms. Brett.
Ditto.
Ms. Melendez.
Congratulations to all the retirees and to all the students recognized and those parents behind those students. That's why our community is great.
Pretty awesome.
And I love that family community that we have. We support every single kid, and we try to each one of them get the maximum that they could for their potential.
Thank you. Ms. Quino.
No comment.
Ms. Figuera.
We celebrated so much tonight in this room, but I have one other thing that I would like to add to that list of celebrations. Our show choir at Mountain View had a phenomenal week last week. I just want to, again, say kudos to Mrs. Rutan for the American Young Voices performance, which the show choir was able to partake in at the Prudential Center in Newark. There were over 7,000 children singing in school choirs at that venue, and it was the world's largest children's choir. Also last week, show choir performed at Music in the Parks at Dorney Park on Friday, and our Mountain View show choir received a trophy for being superior, which is a first place trophy. They also received an overall best elementary trophy, and their two soloists were the only soloists to receive recognition in the event. So very proud.
Super. Just have one quick thing to say, and we have a closed session to go to, but I made a comment to Dr. Banji as we were honoring all the students and staff members that we honored. And if you notice, we do that a lot throughout the year, and it does prolong our board meetings. But the question came up during our budget presentation, why we have, are higher for our cost per pupil. And I think we all see that, right? We offer our students a lot of opportunities. We always have. So that's going to cost, unfortunately, the trade-off is our cost per pupil. And I think that's what our parents expect, by and large. I know, again, I've said it before, the way they fund education on the back of property tax owners is just the worst way to do that, and it pits people against one another. But that's one of the reasons why, when we're up here late at night, having all these students and all these activities and clubs and sports come up that we're honoring them, that's the reason why. So with that, motion to recess into confidential session.
So moved.
Thank you. Resolved that the board meeting confidential session for the purpose of discussing negotiations, personnel, matters of attorney-client privilege, pending or anticipated litigation, confidential pupil matters. Be it further resolved that matters discussed in confidential session be disclosed to the public when the reason for confidentiality no longer exists. Action may be taken. We are in closed session. Thank you. When we had everyone in here, I was sweating up there. Where's Mr. Gephardt?
Are you going through changes now?
No.
Thank you. Yes, very well.
We are back from closed session. Roll call, Ms. Schoening?
Mrs. Aquino?
Here.
Ms. Brett?
Here.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Mrs. Melendez?
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Mr. Petrie?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera?
Here.
Dr. Giordano?
Here, thank you. We are in open session. We have two new resolutions. I'm going to label them 10.1 and 10.2. We will just do a consent consent vote on both of them. Resolved, this is 10.1, and I'll need a second. I'm just going to do this as a consent. Resolved that the board affirms the findings in case number 308258-MOH-04242026, heard in executive session that student ID 300404 was not the victim of acts of HIB, and be it further resolved that the parent shall be provided with written decision informing them of the disposition and their appeal rights. 10.2, resolved that the board affirms the findings that student ID number 650195002 committed acts of HIB in case number 307596-CMS-041-52026, heard in executive session, and be it further resolved that the parents shall be provided with a written decision informing them of the disposition and their appeal rights. Can I have a
Second.
motion?
Motion.
Need a second.
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 Consent agenda, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? No. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All those in favor? Aye. We're adjourned, thank you. Thanks, John. I'll hand you this back.